What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
If you've already seen the newly released movie After We Fell, you're probably wondering how different the film is from the novel it is based on. Well, the good news is, this film is almost the same as the book, but with few major differences. So, while After Ever Happy, the fourth installment of the franchise, is in the works, let's see what was changed in the script of After We Fell. Warning, spoilers for After We Collided and After We Fell follow. Enjoy the video, guys. After We Fell, the story. If you saw the whole movie, you are certainly left surprised, so we thought this is a very good time to talk a little about the plot of the film. The third movie is also based on a book of the same name in the series, which is written by Anna Todd, and according to what we've seen, Tessa was one of the biggest focuses in the third installment as she tried to make a decision, but constant revelations about her and Hardin's family messed things up more than we expected. Following the end of After We Fell, Tessa and Hardin's future together seems more uncertain than in the previous two films. Fans of the book know that in the book, Tessa's life becomes a huge mess. She actually can't depend on anyone, and the only one she has in her life is her boyfriend, Hardin. However, he is angry when he discovers she wants to move to Seattle, and well, he again manipulates her and uses tricks to stop her chasing her dreams. In the film, the plot almost stayed the same as in the book, as the circle of doubt, random rage, and mercy was still there. However, the third film really showed Tessa's character developing as there were only some crumbs left of her naive personality. Now, are you guys ready to see how different the book is from the movie? Let's jump into some really interesting details. Same, Tessa's image. After We Fell keeps Josephine Langford as Tessa and hero finds Tiffin as Hardin, or as the most dedicated fans refer to them, Hessa. And After We Fell, they still struggle with their rocky relationship, but they end up together despite having jealousy issues all through the whole film. Nevertheless, they finish committed to each other once again. However, the new image, After We Fell, creates an uncertain future for our favorite couple. The film and book are at least the same about one major thing, Tessa's good girl nature. Tessa had a terrible childhood. She was transferred most of her life and grew up with a single mom, but at least she was safe. Now that she met Hardin Scott, her life's, messed up again, but what's amazing is how her character developed throughout the three movies. Tessa's good girl image was really needed in the first two films in order to keep the stability required for the story to be continued. In both the third film and the third book, Tessa showed how grown up she is. She stood up for herself and she did most things she's never done before. It seems like she was the boss in the third film, right guys? Same. Steamy moments. Aside from their rocky relationship, After is also famous for the steamy moments between our favorite leads, Tessa and Hardin.
I know we should stop.
Okay. 3 seconds and we'll stop.
The third film really put attention to detail for these scenes, and both actors played their characters with unforgettable chemistry between them. This resulted in impressive scenes that most viewers paused just to take a deep breath. If we compare After We Fell to the first film, After, you'll notice a major difference when it comes to these parts. In fact, a lot of this content was kept for the next two films, but After We Fell did stay true to some of the physical content that takes place in the book. Well, this is what one group of fans thinks. Others claim After We Fell, the book, is much more explicit than the film, but some things had to be hidden in order to make the film more commercial. Not including much of the steamy scenes that are in the book would be a disaster, as they play a significant role in Hardin and Tessa's relationship. What did you guys think about these moments between Tessa and Hardin presented in the film? Let us know down in the comments. Different. Hardin's character. For those of you who still haven't read the book, the official synopsis for After We Fell, the novel, says that Tessa is about to make the biggest decision of her life when all of a sudden, everything changes. Revelations about her family, and then Hardin's, throw everything they knew before in doubt and make their future together more difficult to claim. Tessa's life begins to come unglued, and she has no one in either her friends nor her family. But there's always Hardin. She must have Hardin, is what you all thought. Nevertheless, he is furious when he discovers the massive secret she's been keeping. And rather than being helpful to confuse Tessa, he turns into the worst boyfriend in the world. Now, if we would talk about Hardin, we must mention how different he is from the book Hardin. Much about the third film was how much they changed Hardin's rough character from the book. In the book, Hardin is really violent to Tessa, and even though he knows to be an idiot in the film too, he's still a better person compared to his character in the novel. But the film also shows his terrible character when he takes Tessa's dad to a club and makes him drink, although he's a recovering alcoholic. And after that, lets him fight a man without any rational reason for doing so. So, did we mention he also gets involved in the fight? Same. The relationship between Hardin and Tessa. Yet another thing that stayed the same is the relationship between the leads of the film. To be honest, even though Hardin in the book was far more complicated and ruder than the character in the film, Hardin and Tessa lack communication once again in the franchise, and it seems like that's their biggest obstacle. At the beginning of the film, Tessa finds out Hardin got a job offer from Christian Vance in order to go to Seattle with Tessa, and even though he could have chosen anything he wanted to do, he refused this offer. But he didn't tell Tessa anything about it, and she finds out from someone else, which results in a fight between both of them.
Hey, don't follow me.
Tess, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Really, I shouldn't have said.
Can you stop saying things that you don't mean? Because I can't tell what's true and what's not.
The synopsis of the book says that there's a difference between loving someone and being able to have them in your life. And after we fell, Tessa begins to question if she can keep up the cycle of jealousy, unpredictable anger, and forgiveness in her relationship with Hardin. Same. The club scene. The third film of the franchise certainly made people more interested in the relationship between characters Hardin Scott and Tessa Young in the teen drama film series. So much so that fans are all hyping over the very anticipated scenes from the famous novel. A lot of people anticipated the scene with Tessa in the bar, and, well, we're now able to see the whole scene of the film, and it looks amazing, you guys. Same. Robert. There's always a person plus twisting the relationship between Hardin and Tessa. After We Collided presented Tessa's new love interest, Trevor, who was played by Dylan Sprouse, and Hardin didn't like him at all. Things continue with the same intensity in the third film, but now Trevor is not in the picture, and instead we have Robert to give Tessa a brand new love interest. Carter Jenkins has been cast as Robert in After We Fell, and those who saw the film know how perfectly he played the role.
Is there anything that you'd recommend?
The cedar plank salmon is our specialty.
Same. Tessa and Hardin in London. Yet another thing that we couldn't wait to see. Tessa and Hardin in London. It's perfectly normal to cry throughout the scene, and fans are getting emotional about it because it is given at the very end of the film. The scene shows Hardin and Tessa in a very intense embrace, kissing in the middle of a London street. Without giving too much away, a major revelation happens before this scene, and it has a lot to do with Hardin. There is no release date for the After Ever Happy movie yet, but production for it is definitely underway. Until the movie comes out, you can read the book to get all the details you crave. What did you like most about After We Fell? And of course, what did you dislike the most? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. And as always, thanks for watching.